Yeah, good evening. This is mathematics for JAMB students and UTME, Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. So we are asked that x is a function is equal to x raised to power 3 minus 3x. Now the question simply say we should find, the maximum value of this equation. What this simply means is the same thing as saying that y is equal to x raised to power 3 minus 3x. That's what it's saying. Did you get that now? Okay, so now we're asked to find the maximum what? Value and the graph of the equation. Find the value, the values of x and y. That's the A part. The B aspect of it says draw the graph, draw the graph, draw the graph. So sometimes they can ask you which of the graph represents x as a function equal to x raised to power 3 minus 3x. So they can place a graph for you. They can place a graph for you. They can place a different graph for you. They can have another one. This side of the graph is minus. So they can have a different graph for you, okay? So in this question we are asked to find, the values of x and y, okay, at a point, either maximum point or minimum point. Now, for us to solve this particular question, all we just need to do, we are bringing the function of x is equal to x raised to power 3 minus 3x. Now, this is simply saying the y, the x is equal to 3x minus 3. That's what it means, okay? So, at maximum point, the y dx is equal to 0. So at maximum point, the y dx is equal to 0. So I'm going to have 0 is equal to 3x squared minus 3. Okay, so I will take minus 3 across the sign of equal to. I'm going to have 3 is equal to 3 all over 3 is equal to 3x squared. Now we have to make x the subject formula. If we do so, I'm going to have 3 over 3 is equal to s squared. So if I do so, this and this will go. So that will be 1. So 1 is equal to s squared. In other words, s squared is equal to 1, which is in turn, the square root of s will now be equal to plus or minus the root of 1. So therefore, x will now be equal to minus 1, or x is equal to what? 1. So remember, it is the graph they are asking us to, which of the graph is a true representation of this equation. So they will give you a different one. Okay? So we've gotten the value for x now, right? We've gotten the value for x. Gotten the value for x. We've gotten the value for x. What is remaining for us now is to get y. So it means wherever we have to find the value for y, wherever we see x, we are going to put minus 1 and what? and plus 1. So if we do so, I'm going to have y is equal to, we are looking at this now, right? So y would have been equal to minus 1 cubed minus 3 all over minus 1. That's the first value of x. That is at s is equal to minus 1. Did you get that now? So if we do so, I'm going to have y is equal to minus 1. This and this will give us plus 3. So y will give us what? 2. Did you get that now? Y will give us what? 2. And if we place the value at s is equal to 1, I'm going to have y, that would have been y2 as the case may be now. Y will be equal to 1 cubed minus 3 over 1. So if we do so, we are going to have what? We are going to have 1 minus 3, which is equal to what? Minus what? Minus 2 as the case may be. So in other words, the x1 is equal to minus 1, x2 is equal to 1, y1 is equal to 2, while y2 is equal to minus 2. So we can use that to plot the graph quickly. For example, here is always 0. This is 0 point, isn't it? This the positive side 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So here will be minus of x. This is a positive of y. This is a negative of y. Okay? Did you get that now? So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on and so forth. Did you get that now? Okay? And remember that we had y, so here we can have 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So here we can have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on and so forth. Did you get that now? So remember that at x is equal to minus 1, we had x to be what? X to be minus 1 and plus 1, and y was what? Equal to 2. So we can simply take our graph to look like this. Did you get that? We can simply take our y to look like this. So this is the maximum point. This is the maximum point of this equation. This is the graph of maximum point of this equation. Now, if we were to make it to be minimum point, you know, we would have taken it to be minus 2, so it will have looked like this. For minimum point, it will have looked like this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. This is 1, this is 2, this is minus 1, this is minus 2. So for minimum point, it will have looked like this. Did you see that? So this is the minimum point of this equation, and this is the maximum point. So it depends on the one they ask you to find. So if you are given that y is equal to x raised to power 3 minus 3x, you are asked to find the maximum point, or which of the graph represent the maximum point. This is how it will come out to be. And if you are asked which of the graph represent the minimum point, this is how it will turn out to be. And I believe this class has helped someone. Okay? Take note that at maximum point, you know, turning point, at maximum point, the y, the x is always 0, because the object will not be moving. It will be stagnant before it starts dropping again. So that's why the y, the x is equal to what? 0. I believe this helps somebody. Thank you.